Hello there and welcome back to Metroid Dread. In the last video, we did a bunch of things, but where we ended was right here after getting the grapple beam. So now we're gonna head back up to Dyren. Yeah. Totally hasn't been a while. Don't mind me, it's not like I've forgotten where this elevator leads to. Nothing like that. Oh, I am excited as always. There's some cool stuff coming up in this video, I think. First thing is, you might be able to figure out that we can now get that unknown resource that we passed on the way in here. We could also head over to the right now, but I'm gonna wait on that. I really should buy the digital copy of the game. The load times are starting to annoy me. In a speedrun, it's fine, because it gives me a little bit of time to relax, but yeah, we can pop up here, break both of those, and get this. An unknown resource has been acquired. You cannot use this item yet. True. This is a... not sure what that's called, actually. Grapple block. We could break that, and we could use this. Well, we could if we had a different item. I forget that we don't have that yet, so we can't actually use that. We're just gonna head back this way now. This little detour. Like I said, this is how I recommend getting the grapple beam. But it is not how you're expected to get it on your first run. Because obviously, pop in here and you don't know what you're doing, so just leave. You can use the slide jump to get around down there, but it's easier just to go up above. Usually he goes in a better position than that. I can just run straight through. I love the sound effects that precede you activating the thing, just those little background things. Very cool. Monita's voice.
This area, Dyren, appears to be a biological research laboratory. You have already reactivated one generator in this area. There is another sector above you still suffering from the blackout. Find the next generator and reactivate it.
You know, biological research laboratory sounds a lot like the BSL station, and I want to have none of that.
You are slowly recovering your abilities. I have still not established what happened to you physically. Don't let your guard down. Your primary objective is to survive. Proceed with the utmost care.
Really got to be careful not to blitz through that dialogue. It's such a reflex for me. Usually this dude I just jump over. There is a recharge station up this way, but we don't really need it right now. I suppose it would still be useful. We've now entered... it's the same enemy zone we were in before, but it's a different part of it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head down. Exploring in the enemy zones is a little weird. We can get back around to here. And also, we can go down this way. There's lots of ways to get around here, but this isn't the way we want to head to for progress. So I'm going to go ahead and head that way. We can get around up here. The normal way to get through to here, I would say, is to go around here, like that. But that way it just works just fine. Here we are in the other area of the blackout, like Adam mentioned. And avoid these gloop dudes. Which, oh, they die in one diffusion beam. I didn't realize. I thought they were stronger than that. Ooh, you can see a robot thing in the background here. I love this area. I like it substantially more than the other blackout section. It's a lot more involved. There's this area where we can see all this. We actually can't do anything with that. Because there's a bomb block there. I don't think... yeah, this just leads back into the enemy zone. There's nothing else helpful with this. I love those things in the tubes back there. Those are the gloop enemies. I don't remember what they're called. I might look it up in editing and put it on screen now, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It's cool that we can see those. I don't know what this big cylindrical tank in the background is. I'm going to try to pay more attention to the background details. Because there's quite a bit going on. that I just don't really notice because I'm so used to it. Once again, there's a missile cover over there that's inactive, and a map room that's inactive. You can't get this. I tried to do a pseudo wave in another run, and I could not get it to work. Oh! You can actually use the diffusion beam. How did I do that? How did I do that? Give me a second, I'm gonna try to figure this out. Okay, I have no idea how I did that. I'm gonna analyze that in editing and try to explain it as best I can. But I guess I'm just gonna move forward. We can get a good look at an enemy in the background there. Pretty cool. It looks like a giant tick thing with little claws. This wall is speed booster blocks. There's water down here. Oh, I love all the little details in the background. I really would like to know how to do this intentionally. Because if I can get that, then I can skip that entire area down there, and this could actually be really helpful for a speedrun route. Be a very slight time save, but it would still be quite cool. I always try to shoot that while I activate this in my speedruns. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I thought of it last time. The spinny thing in the middle there reminds me of the... God, I haven't played much Dead Space, so I can't remember the name of it. But the gun that you have that shoots energy that can cut enemies. That gun in Dead Space. It reminds me of that. God, I wish I could remember the name. You might notice that once we've activated this, now this entire area is chilled. It's extreme cold, so we can't go back here unless we want to just tank hits, which I don't recommend. And from here, we want to head back down this way. No, we don't. What am I talking about? What we want to do is go get that missile cover. Did I do that last time, too? I think I might have, where I just forgot what we were doing as soon as I turned the power back on. It's easy to be like, well, we explored there, so what else is there? There's this. Bomb acquired! I would say morph ball bombs, but whatever. Semantics. A bomb that can be used while in morph ball form. To set a bomb, press Y while in morph ball form. Repetitive. Bombs can damage enemies, destroy bomb blocks, or expose hidden blocks. The blast will propel Samus into the air while in morph ball form. I'm getting really tired of the phrase morph ball form. Samus can also activate morph ball launchers with a bomb blast. True, and we'll get to that. Very shortly, in fact. But the door locks behind us. Oh no, what do? You might be able to guess that we bombed the floor somewhere, but where? Right here. Where the floor is a different color, that's where you bomb it. It's very fun to just sort of slide into a spot and then bomb. Like this. I like this spot here. If we come up here, we can bomb that to get this missile tank. Nice. It mentioned missile bomb launchers in the description, and that's what this is. Missile bomb. Morph ball launchers. That's a morph ball launcher. And there's actually a glitch in the game that has been patched out called the mystery moop. If I can find some good footage, I will, but nah, I'd have to contact the uploader, and I don't want to go through that, so I'll just explain it. It's in the glitch video that'll be linked in the description, so I recommend you look at that. But it basically, like, freaks out the game and offsets her model, and some weird things can happen. Like, slide straight through walls, even get trapped in areas. It's very, very strange. But now we want to progress this way. Since we do have the morph ball bomb, we can do this. This is the item, by the way, I mentioned, where you can do a quick kill on Kraid. First, though, look at this poor creature. It's not clear if it's still just barely alive or if it's just reacting to the electric shocks, like muscle reactions. But it looks like it led a very sad and painful life. But for the Kraid quick kill, assuming you got the bombs before fighting Kraid, all you do is get through his first form and drop down and bomb the block on the lower platform. Go into the Morph Ball launcher, shoot straight into his belly, and you mash the bomb button to get a sick quick kill without even having to do the second phase of the fight at all. This cutscene is basically exactly the same, but you might have noticed that Samus unmorphed. We didn't see it, but you can hear it at the beginning of the scene. Cool little detail. Anyway, this has multiple ways you can go here. Try to kill this dude without getting myself hit. We can head to the left, which is the obvious path, but there's also this. You can break through down here and get Missile Tank and skip the area to the left from those Morph Ball launchers. But since I want to show it, we're going to do both. Which is actually a good idea, because there's also a thing here. Another Missile Tank. I'm messing up all the words here. It's a little upsetting. There's also a save room. It's kind of a weird location for a save room, but you are likely to run past it unless you know about that secret. Oh, I am very tired. It is 1:55 a.m. Friday, June 9th. It's the same day this video is going up. And I don't really want to piss off that Emmy, so I'm just going to run straight through here. You can head down around, but this is faster. Is this the first time we've encountered water? I don't remember. Oh, I don't think so. Slows us down, obviously. But I'm recording this, like I said, the day this goes up, which is not great. Once again, my schedule kind of got messed up. Today, I meant to take a nap and ended up being a 5-hour nap, which wasn't great. I say today. Last night, technically last afternoon, after my class on Thursday. But I guess I was just really tired. But of course, I slept in a terrible position, so I woke up with an awful headache. I was gonna record as soon as I finished my nap, but I had to wait for the headache to go away, and then I was just, like, relaxing and playing games. Actually, I didn't play a game. I watched more of Gundam Seed. I've been rewatching Gundam Seed recently. But then I made myself food, and I wanted to relax more after that. Basically, I've had a busy day doing nothing. This is Berenia! I want to actually go back up, because I want to show off that elevator. So used to blitzing through that I don't think to stop and look. Look at this room. I love this area. It reminds me a lot of Kamino from Star Wars Episode 2 and the Clone Wars. I just love the water and the rain and this station. Oh, it looks so cool. And all the reflections on the walls from the light. Oh, and the little animals and things in the background. If we try to go left here, we can't. There's wind that's too strong and there's nothing we can do. Very coolly, though, yeah, if you shoot missiles, they just get launched back. Which is very funny. Same thing happens with Morph Ball bombs, even though normally they're not affected by gravity. It's cool. Because we have the grapple beam, we can actually break this. But if you don't, then you have to go down this way. You see that cool dude bounce into the thing. He looks very angry. These things will suck you forward, by the way. There's a dead end down this way, but I want to show off the sucking guys. Great description. They suck you toward them. They'll hit you once, and then you can go back. But you can do that. If you Morph Ball and Bomb, I don't really have a great way to demonstrate that on him. Morph Ball and Bomb, they'll suck up the bombs and immediately get killed. It's definitely the best way to handle them, but it's not like always the fastest, I don't think. At least that's not usually how I try to handle the first guy in my speedruns. But yeah, if you have the grapple beam, you can actually just skip this entire section. But, like, Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes. I forgot to mention, I want to mention earlier, once we have either the bombs or grapple beam, which you can get either one in either order, the order I got them is the most convenient, I think. But once you have either of them, then you can come down this way and get this next item. This guy I recommend just missiling like that. He'll shoot a laser, and there's no way to go through the laser without getting hit, so I usually just spam him with missiles. God, this is probably my favorite area as far as, like, ambiance. The backgrounds are so cool. I love this giant gear thing that blocks the way. Ooh, another atom room.
Uploading data.
The lower levels of Garenia are mostly submerged. You will need your gravity suit to operate there at full efficiency.
Spoilers!
Abilities such as the grapple beam or space jump will help you maneuver underwater to an extent. Find them as soon as possible.
Bruh, I already have the grapple beam. I don't have the space jump, though. I forgot that he mentions both the gravity suit and space jump. By the way, I was like frames away from skipping. I was mashing the button until I realized I needed to not. Oh, this is a great part for missiles, because you can kill a swarm of enemies in one shot. There's all these barnacles in the walls and stuff now. This is interesting. There are other areas. This is also a great view of the area. Oh, so pretty. There's other grapple blocks like this where you can use a pseudo wave to get it from the other side, but I don't think that's possible here. Oh, it is. That's totally possible. I've never done it here. I might try for a bit more. No, I don't think it is, because I think while you can shoot through, you have to shoot the side of the block for it to work. There's a missile refill, but I'm full, so I don't need it. There's a glob in the wall that's easy to miss. Breaking it opens up some more of these green things that we can't do anything with currently. Actually, we technically can. If you shoot them with a missile, they'll turn red, and an equivalent ball on the thing will also turn red, which clearly indicates that we need to shoot them all with missiles, right? Yes, but not just like that. You can actually get all 5 in time. It'll show all 5, but it won't work. You need to have a certain item that we'll get later for that. Is there a secret here? I thought there was. I'm just thinking of a different area, I guess. Grapple beam, very useful underwater, like he said. And you can also use it in midair, like I tried to do there. What's good here is to charge a shot, then it'll break that block and you can get this. Because if you don't do that, then... We'll wait for it to come back. You try to bomb here, and you'll fall straight through. It's a fun little trap. And charging a shot perfectly counters it. These little grub things always annoy me because they just spawn infinitely. But usually they spawn in ways that they're pretty easy to avoid. I knew I was going to hit that one as soon as I said that. This is how you get back up here. Water slows you down, so it's often a good idea to get out of it early. This is a thing that I always forget I can get right now. You can just grab me over here. And you might be like, what's blocking you? These are fall-through blocks. All 6 of these. Yeah. So you can't get back from getting it right now. Oh, I'm so excited. The next item is, like, my favorite item in the game. It's one of my favorite new items, and I really hope it's in every 2D Metroid game going forward. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't, like, add it back into a Super Metroid remake. But, oh, it's so cool. It's similar to one of my favorite abilities in the Mega Man X series. Try to go right here. Obviously, we can't. Wow, my voice cracked there. Great. I'm a man. Don't mind me. Oh, I love that guy. I've gotten a pretty sick, like, mid-air kill on him. Actually, let me show that right now. It's a bit low quality because it's a capture on the Switch. But it's still pretty cool, so I figure it's still worth showing. Right here. Oh, so cool! After this, we can continue forward. Once again, we have the grapple beam, so we can break that. But I'm going to go ahead and show the way around here. And it's also generally useful to do that. For one, we can show off, after I kill this guy, we can show off these speed booster blocks here. If I can get them all. There we go. And you want to jump down here, because we can get a nice little missile tank plus. I'm not sure if we've gotten one yet. I think so, but I don't think I pointed it out. It increases your capacity by 10 instead of 2. Very good. And while we can get up here, we actually can't even get up to the door, let alone enter it. It's blocked by some kind of cover. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Ooh, and there's a door down this way, but try as you might to bomb this, it is not bombable anywhere. Like, it's not breakable anywhere, not even just with an item we don't have yet. I love these big guys in the background. Yeah, little big squid guys. Very cool. This rock thing looks like an enemy. Looks like something you'd fight in, like, Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild or something. Or Age of Calamity. It looks kind of like a pebblet, I guess, is what I'm thinking of. The little rock things, like mini taluses. You can open this door, but it doesn't really lead to much. All we could do is drop back down. In one of my streams, someone in the chat pointed out how annoying it is to go through the water in this game. And, like, I don't fully agree with that. But also I kind of do, because it's very slow. You don't have to spend much time in the water in this game prior to getting the gravity suit. I would say spoiler, but Adam kind of spoiled that for me. And it really helps to make it a lot more satisfying once you get the gravity suit. I'm stopping here, by the way, because I just want to point out there's a green teleportal. Can't get to it from within this room. But we can see it, so that's cool. And now we're over here on the other side of the block. So yeah, just like that earlier thing, you can skip the entire area down there. It is very nice, and I recommend getting grapple beam before coming here. Flash shift acquired! Weird name, right? What could it be? A combat Aeon ability that allows Samus to instantly move forward or backward a set distance. With full Aeon, hold A to prepare to flash shift. Next, tilt L forward or backward to move instantly in that direction. Alternately, press A while moving with the left stick. This ability can be used in mid-air as well. Samus can perform up to 2 additional flash shifts by holding down A and tilting L forward or backward immediately after the first flash shift, or just pressing A again. That's how I do it, is the A while moving. Using a flash shift will consume the full Aeon gauge. Additional flash shifts consume no further Aeon. True? And oh my god, this is exactly what it sounds like. It's a dash. In particular, it's like the air dashes in the Mega Man X series, and oh my god, I love it so much. It is so useful and so cool. Also, we've finally gotten a second Aeon ability. All the Aeon abilities, by the way, are just used at the, like, if your Aeon meter is full, and they use the entirety of the gauge. Well, the Phantom Cloak slowly drains it over time. You won't, like, just use them frequently and slowly drain down the gauge and have to get the energy back from enemies, which is how it works in Samus turns. This is really weird, by the way. If I aim right here, that spot doesn't show the laser. Strange. We can use the flash shift to avoid these things. That's sort of their main purpose, is to gate around the flash shift. But this is the ability that I really hope comes back. I didn't expect it to hit me. With the flash shift, we can get this and then come back if you have good timing. Oh. It's also just really cool. It makes you glow. You can mash it. It looks really funny with the turbo on a turbo controller. Along with a bunch of other things, which I'll show later. I don't have my turbo controller nearby. I don't really feel like going downstairs. We're now over here. We got to that platform. It's right below the starting area over here. We can now head down. This tank here reminds me of the Scream/Laugh tanks in Monsters, Inc. Once we drop down here, we have 2 ways to go. These guys, by the way, I usually just mash shots. I find that's better, more efficient than missiles. We can go to the left or we can go to the right, because that's a bomb block. I always go to the left first, and it's because there's a missile tank we can get here most easily if we go here first. Because each side will raise the water on the sides up to a ceiling, and that lowers the water in the main section. So if we actually head back up, we can see how that's changed. Now, that little like ledge is there, and the platform is now on this level. Both are. We can actually see this. And in fact, we can do a thing here, which I haven't actually ever done before. I think this is faster. Let me go and try this. No, it doesn't work. It hits that as a wall, even if you get through this wall. So you have to do it the other way. Worth a try, though. Anyway, clearly it's not low enough. We gotta go down toward that right side. Ugh. It is annoying to move around in the water, but goddamn, is it so satisfying later, like I said. That's not actually what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is, goddamn, is it so cool. All the little details. While we can go up here, there's actually nothing to do up here. We can watch that go down, so that's cool. It stops in that little lip to make sure the platform is in a good spot for us. Convenient in universe, but just good level design in the real world. Out of universe. I wish we could just jump straight there from here, but we just barely can't. Actually, it is possible, it's probably possible if we do a glitch. This isn't really when I meant to demonstrate this, but sure, since I thought of it. It is called the water bomb jump. Normally, a morph ball underwater does not lift Samus up nearly as high, especially if you're already off the ground. But if you morph ball and then unmorph, it's actually probably not very useful here. But if you bomb, unmorph in midair, and then you don't want to land in morph ball form, the next time you bomb jump, you get the full height. I don't know if you can see it very well there. That's actually better to demonstrate probably down here, so I'm not hitting like the surface of the water. Yeah, that was a full bounce up. That is useful later. Not yet, and I don't use it in a casual run, because it's very much a glitch. Now that we have the diffusion beam, we can get through here. I say that like we got here without it before, but it is possible to get through there without the diffusion beam. That is the first time the diffusion beam is necessary, I think. But if you use a certain glitch, you don't need it. So I already basically explained this, but it's still a great demonstration for this. Basically, you just dash melee into the wall, point up. Well, actually, yeah, point like this, and then morph ball. The shot will come out of your foot and blow it up. Then you can move straight on. So yeah, using that pseudo wave, you can get through to here and get the next item without killing Kraid. And with pseudo waves, you don't need the diffusion beam until near the end, like I said. So that's why you can entirely skip fighting Kraid. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't think I recommend trying for all these glitches on your first playthrough. I think you should just play casually and have fun. And after you've beaten it once, at least, then look up some glitches or just do the ones I'm showing here. Very cool, but there's also just fun with the normal layout of the game. And I'd actually even recommend doing sequence breaks glitchless before experimenting with the glitches. Because there's a lot of fun things you can do without using glitches too. Oh, the flash shift is so cool. It's always so satisfying to get it. if you're underwater, then you just glow. You can't do it in Morphle form, obviously. Oh, so cool. I love the effect. And now that we get to the Emmy zone again, he's gonna come to us. I'm a little concerned because he's not doing it. Okay. Now, what you want to do is go up to the top right of this room. I did not know that you could just kind of skip straight there. All you gotta do is wall jump and come up here, and here's the central unit room. Otherwise, what you do is go up to the left and go all the way around. It's only a couple seconds longer, but it makes a difference in a speedrun. So that's what I'm doing. And the way I actually handled this Emmy specifically, for a while I was doing it in a way that's not as consistent. But then I realized something, and it was pointed out to me by someone in the chat in my speedrun live stream. These are always the same, but I guess I'm not going to skip them. Because I guess the shot of the Emmy is different. I think. They're at least a different color. Oh no, it doesn't show the Emmy. It just does that the first time. That text is always the same. It's very satisfying to get good at breaking that quickly and just going through as quickly as possible. The way I used to handle this was sliding down to here and either standing here to shoot him or over here. Either way, he's likely to get to you very quickly, so it's definitely better to go up here. Ooh, and I kind of screwed it up. This is going to be closer than it needs to be. He moves real fast. Yeah, there we go. Still got him, though. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Oh, I am so tired, and I still got to edit this video and upload it in the next 12, or the next 10 hours, technically, because I'm streaming in 10 hours. But, like, I'm going to have it done the next couple hours. And I hope the upload will be finished by noon, or I'm going to have to wait to start my stream, and that would suck. Speed booster acquired. Allows Samus to dash at supersonic speed after a short build-up. Press left stick once while running to ready the speed booster. Continue running for a certain distance, and the speed booster will activate. While active, any enemies in Samus's path will be damaged, and any speed booster blocks will be destroyed. In addition, while the speed booster is active, Samus can propel herself in a set direction using a Shine Spark. Tilt left stick down while the speed booster is active to ready a Shine Spark. Once ready, press B to activate it before tilting the left stick in any direction to propel Samus in that direction. I thought for a second that it might explain something that I thought I'd figured out myself, but no. I did figure it out myself. Basically, you just click the stick while moving to run. You can charge a Shine Spark. That was a little weird way of doing that. I'm going to go back to get that item. Also, there's something here, isn't there? No? I think I have a different area. There's lots of similar looking areas. Ooh, we got 4 energy parts, so now we got an energy tank. Nice. So, normally, when you build up a Shine Spark, and you press A, she'll pause in midair, and you get to decide where to go. You have just enough time to decide. But, you might have noticed the first time I did it without this pause. And it actually took me until very recently to figure out how that works. Interestingly, you can charge a shot while running or while Shine Sparking, and it just works. It's very cool. So, for one, I'll point out that Shine Spark, you can go in any of the 8 directions, including down, which is new to this game. But, to do it instantly, you just hold the direction before pressing A. And you'll go in that direction without any kind of pause. And that's easy to do in every direction, but down and left and right. Because if you press to the side and hit the jump button, you'll do a spin jump instead of the speed booster, instead of the Shine Spark. So what you want to do is enter spin jump and then press B and Y at the same time. And that'll instantly activate a Shine Spark. So you just want to press spin jump, hold a direction, and then press the buttons. It took me a bit to figure out how to reliably do it instantly. Ugh, I don't want to do that because of this. want to at least build up speed right here because of this sick-ass thing. Just go underneath here, jump off walls, and get that missile plus tank. That is like my favorite Shine Spark trick or speed booster trick in the game. It's so cool. I love it. And then from here, you also want to build up speed, because then you can go up here. There's a nice little cinematic thing that happens in a couple areas. The way it works is you just Shine Spark in a specific area, and it does the cinematic. I think it'll only happen once, and I'm not actually sure what happens if you like start that and then go to the left. I'm actually really curious. I don't think it'll do it again. No. I'm gonna go ahead and experiment with that real quick. It's worth pointing out as well that speed booster blocks are broken if you're in speed boost or Shine Spark mode. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and just come back and unlock this. This is probably a good idea to do that. So, let's see what happens. That looks funny. Is it going to do the cinematic again because I haven't broken that? Is that how it works? It is. Very strange. I assume as soon as I break that, it'll no longer work anymore. It's just weird to see the camera move like this, though. I was definitely holding up and to the right, and that just didn't work. So, I don't know if it overrides it, or if I just wasn't holding as far to the right as I thought I was. Anyway, I actually forgot to mention a thing and show it. When you have the flash shift, you can do a thing with Kraid. I didn't mention them explicitly before, but now since we've gotten the items, I will. Bomb, grapple, and flash shift are all things you can get before fighting Kraid. And if you bring the flash shift to the fight with Kraid, then you can do this. Basically, as soon as his eyes glow, you just want to flash shift into his mouth to immediately start a grab sequence. Very useful. By the way, his nails only give you missiles, not health. It's a minor little thing, but it's pretty cool, and it's fairly useful if you happen to have the flash shift there already. And there's also an item we can get right now with a cool speed booster trick, but the game doesn't really expect you to have it. I'm going to actually show a thing right here, quick here too. If you bring a speed boost over here, you can slide to maintain speed boost, as you probably saw me do. But the item we could get with the cool speed booster trick, there's not like a big reason to. And since this is a more casual run, I'm not going to do it here. I will show it after we get the item it gets you to, or it lets you get an item early. That's the next item we're going to get anyway. And when I get it, I'll show the other way to get it, basically. This glob is weird. Obviously, we just use a diffusion beam to break it. But if you try to use the pseudo wave to break it, it doesn't work. It actually has the same protection as the glob by Kraid. Very weird. You can see that this is blocked by two blocks that we don't know what they do. You might be able to guess, given that the icon is the same as that item, you need that item to get these. You can collect the unknown resources. There's a bunch that you can get before you actually have that item, and they'll just sort of sit in your inventory. It's even on the stage select screen. You can see the same thing here with the question mark on the top right. It'll tell you how many you've collected. Each one increases your capacity by 1, and then when you actually get this item, it'll increase by a set number 2. Just a cool little thing in case you're able to get some before you're expected to. What you want to do is speed boost through here, jump up here, and go straight in here. I did not mean to shine spark there. It's easy to do it by accident. But I actually want to show, if you don't already have the grapple beam, then the way you can get it most easily now is by building up the Shine Spark here, going up here, get a nice little missile tank, and use the yellow teleportal here. We saw the other end of this sometime earlier, I think 2 episodes ago now. I mentioned it in the last episode. Yeah, because I noticed that we had seen it from just looking at the mini-map. I don't think it's possible to get the speed booster without the wide beam, but if you did somehow, then you would have to immediately leave, because this other side is blocked by a wide beam door. I didn't talk about this either, but I love the teleport animation. It's like a ghost Samus, very dark Samus. And there's little Chozo runes floating through, and I like the little dot pattern. Just everything about this is cool. Also, like the flames. They're very like, this is a weird reference. I think it's when Spider-Man becomes Ghost Rider in the comics at some point. He becomes Ghost Spider, which is also a name used for Spider-Gwen or Spider-Woman. Gwen Stacy's Spider-Woman. But it's basically like a flaming a flaming skull. I'm just gonna show you a picture. Here's what it looks like from Spider-Man PS4/PS5. In that game, it's called Spirit Spider for some reason, presumably to avoid confusion with Spider-Gwen. But that's what the flames and the teleporter make me think of. And this is how you get it. You come in through here, go through the save station, and get up here. And actually, I am going to do that because it's a convenient way to get back from here. It would have been more convenient to just not come here. But now that we're here, I can use the Morph Ball launcher on the other side of the elevator to get back. That'll take us right back to where we were. So obviously the idea is you come here with the speed booster, you come through here from the yellow teleportal, come through here, get the grapple beam, and then you head up from here. Now that we're back here, we broke this before, but we can now take this launcher, like I said, to get right back here. It's not exactly where we were. Actually, it is. It's right here. I forgot just how perfect it is. And since we already broke this, we can just head straight up here and make progress. We are nearing the end of this video. I've got several parts that I'm cutting, so I'm not exactly sure where the time is, and I've also got other clips I'm going to be adding in. But we're heading to a new area, Ferenia. I didn't talk about Berenia when we went to it until we got there, but I love all the areas in this game. So far, we've already seen 5 of them. 4 of them. We're about to see the 5th one now. Arteria's kind of like Crateria, but kind of the opposite because it's so deep. Cataris is obviously a lava level. Dyren is a technological kind of level. And then Berenia is a water level. And Ferenia has all these Chozo ruins and stuff. It's got pretty unique architecture. I like it a lot. You can use that grapple swing point, but I usually just do that. There's also a recharge station down there, but there's no reason to go for it. Here, you can use the flash shift and then wall jump to get this energy part. I used to get this in my speedruns, but it's one of the things I've cut. You can either kill those enemies with like 1 missile or a bunch of normal shots. You can tell that it was stopped there because it's loading. There's things in here. Oh no. And yeah, we're in enemy zone, obviously. But you might notice there's no enemy on the map, and there's no like sound cue from us hitting things. Which is strange. That, by the way, requires that same item again, so we can't get that. It's a very different kind of thing, but it actually looks a lot like... Can I actually get this to reveal what those blocks are? I can. They're pitfall blocks. This looks a lot like the ME1 area. Oh, I also didn't mention the names of the MEs we beat. 4 SB is for speed booster. 3 was Morphball. We got that last time. Anyway, let's go.
Anaman Henki Maradis, Pisalaputar Ili Zoha Hasana, Ilichozo Manfaragai Atasen Mamoris, Ashkar Behek, Ninu Gabara Neporian Levat Balis Hemniku, Hemsenilitanumar Tarbichozo Rahama Hasana, Mamoris Ili Maukin, Sahari Lin Ili Maukin, Pinoras Hasana Tarbilichozo. Urairisi dos Karodan ili Mathroid, Nirmugi talar suradis me ili agarna lima, Uramahar pantamugi dos saral pura Mathroid, Kuni habari hundar tarasabekes en Holchanim, Linkatalu ili uliris, Sabalba, Ashkar Behek, Hasari gale ubana dos elegar mir, Ninu barash nek ili ferun tar hadar, les ninu kedar, ili mathroid mugi, tanam tar bi hadar bunta, eiris dos eka ili gimel, ashkar behek gabori dos balan ili mathroid, dos ili tarin nalima hemsatar, humpin bi kalki sakra, dos horek bura, ninu mehirin ili zoha hasana, Bimura Gabara ili Sahali, Dosuran ili Mathroid. Galmir Tostek, Ananakoden Mugi Akalai. Ashkar Behek, Hem ili Maukin, Hasana Hasari, Anabalta dos Humahar Sarian. Ili Darin Alima. Les Nudakan dos Geren Humahar Korgangal Turuta Mathroid. Sabalba. Talaris le shak sirugali nevak, Emmugi lamai dos goro humahar yoris me kohana. Aitar ili gelsu manu naloni ishka ili agarna lima, Mugi garama bi eris les nido. Ili tarin nalima megori le shakutanka, Omtar humahar gelsu mugi barilin ili eris. Arek ebores ashkar behek elemeirisi dos karodan hum. Ninu aros hakame ninu mahar meheni dos tumema ninu mahar yoris. Ishili mathroe meili agarna lima. Habari bama mugi sarali lina tamahar toshek. Nutili Mathroi desborodo, Ilioristar Ashkar Behek, Dorahabar Bados les maradan. Has Bados les maradan, Ashka Ulugal Ata. Iliemai Marhuma Satari Lin Ashkar Behek, Tamus Arlan, Feje Hadoran. Ninu habar kumane hundos, devolen ili mathroi dim ishkanulisa tamaharisbi.
Kino ulo turuta, anamaril sanur pura. Ay marhel, kalom.
Ata estor daboris urahama. Ana habar kisadi isama. Ana manbala neyata tamus.
Oh, you dick! So much just happened. Samus's hand did a weird thing. The Emmy attacked us through the wall. We met the first living Chozo in the series. Aside from the one in the intro. We talked to a Chozo for the first time in the series. Oh, so cool. Everything about that story, great. Connects great to Metroid 2. I love it. I love Samus speaking in Chozo. Everything about it's brilliant. Quiet Robe's awesome. Hey, fuck this dude. He is a robot Chozo soldier. He can do several things. He has that big slash up that's not unlike our counter. He can shoot normal shots, and he's able to shoot charge shots. Eventually he'll do it. He has two different slashes. One is blue and can be countered. That one. And one is red and cannot be countered. The best way to get him to do the counterable attack is to have him do a charge shot, slide underneath it, and then he'll immediately do the counterable one. Trying to maximize that is the best way to do this, aside from one really cool way to do this fight, which I will show after this. Sad. A much cooler way to do that fight is to just use Shine Sparks to destroy him. You just want to immediately go to the left platform, jump over him, activate the speed booster, and charge a Shine Spark right before you hit the door, and then Shine Spark straight left to hit him. Just repeat that once more and he goes down. Pretty sick, I think. So much faster. What I like to do here, by the way, is build up speed boost. Once the screen turns black, you can just hold down and then do that to immediately get up here. Now that we have the speed boost, we can actually run against these wind things. And this is actually a thing that the same person in my chat told me about in my live stream. I used to build up the speed boost and then like try to bomb through this and then drop and use the Shine Spark in midair. That's really hard to do reliably. It's way easier to just do a diagonal ball spark like that. I guess I haven't talked about the ball spark, huh? If you build up a Shine Spark and enter Morph Ball form, you can use Shine Spark in Morph Ball form. I'm not actually sure. I don't think you can use it in midair. I think you have to be on the ground, which I think means, can you ball spark straight down? I think you can, because you can still do it. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. Ball spark's cool, though. We're now going to take this elevator right back down to Dairen. Basically, the whole purpose of Ferenia right now is just to enter it, meet Quiet Robe, get all that important information, and then fight the Chosen Soldier and exit. Because, as Quiet Robe said, he opened the path in Berenia, and that's where we're going to head next. But this video is already quite long, so I'm going to stop at the next save point, and that'll be the end of the video. That was fucking flawless. Oh, I'm going to try to do that next time. Wow, that's cool too. Oh, I'm doing great now all of a sudden. So satisfying. I don't think I've forgotten to show anything here. No, the next thing I have on my list to show is in Berenia. Where is the closest save room? Because I might go out of my way to get it. Oh, never mind. Right here. Forgot this is where you exit.
Uploading data.
Our faux friend has explained much. We now know why the enemy are pursuing you. Samus Aran, Raven beat Lord you here. He wants the Metroid DNA that exists only within you. I have confirmed that Quiet Road has deactivated all remaining enemies. You should now be able to reach the surface unthreatened. The route Quiet Road opened is in Verenia. Return there immediately.
By the way, I forgot to mention this, but I noticed it in the cutscene, as I always do. My one complaint with the Various suit is that up close and in that specific lighting, it looks like her neck is just flesh. Like it's exposed. It's skin tone and it's weird. Otherwise, Various suit looks awesome. And that is where I'm going to end it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I didn't forget my outro. I don't know what you're talking about.